They're having the conversation, but I had to record myself a little bit with this conversation, okay? So apparently, to start off, wait, let's go up a little bit first. So apparently, they had another montage. Airport, he's still freaking out internally that his situationship partner is still dating. Okay, they're at the restaurant at the moment. They're at the restaurant. She's breaking up with him. Remember that Shane guy? Her friend, he's gay.
Miles, don't be terrible.
I have no problem watching swindlers.
Like we didn't know, and he was coming on to him, but he acted oblivious, but we all knew, right? So at this dinner of theirs, and she's trying to let him come out to her, but at the same time doesn't want him to freak out and pressure him to come out to him. Apparently there has been a problem until the previous episode, until he saw Mole Man, and then that's when he was able to finally, but he was thinking about the Mole Man instead of her, right? Like I said, he's gay. But anyway, so far she's trying to let him down gently, and now she's like, you don't owe me an explanation. Now I was like, yes he does owe you an explanation. Yes he does. And then she turns around and she's like, have you been with other men? Girl, I thought you said you didn't want an explanation. And you just speculating that he might be gay. Let him talk. Let him come out to you properly. Don't ask those questions. Ask her to say, I don't want to, because you don't have to explain. And then you ask that question. Shush! And let him talk. Now let's get back to it. I just want to film myself with this reaction, and then, yeah.
Can I ask if you've ever been with another guy? Have you ever told anyone that before?
No, of course not. The matter of fact, he dated you. He should tell you something. The matter of fact, he has his eyes in his warts. It's water in his eyes. He should tell you something.
Was it different with the guy?
This girl. You being very difficult in the situation. I mean, I personally wouldn't ask that. I would just let him talk and be a listening eye, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't question him so much like this. I think it's kind of intrusive, you know? Let him talk. Let him tell you how it feels.
Of course.
Is it better?
Yeah, it was better.
And he's not crying because he's gay. He's crying because of the relationship that they didn't have, because they never communicated about it. He has feelings for a guy that he knows nothing about.
I really like you, Shane. You're secretly one of the funniest guys I know.
It's funny? I don't get that vibe from him, actually. I find him quite uptight, in my opinion. But anyway, to each its own.
Text me whenever, okay? I mean it, because I will be texting you all the time.
Promise.
You will wish you never met me.
Impossible.
How long is this episode? That's it. I wanted to film myself with that one. This is towards the end of the episode, but I'll let you know about the beginnings. I was watching this expecting him to be like going to his lover. What's his name? Dick Pix. I forgot his name. Okay. Yeah, he's in the stand. They're still broken up. He won the cup. Congratulations to him after 23 years. Like, I'm not the only one who said he was old. Even they will say they were old when they were texting. So anyway, I want to record my reaction so I don't have to say my reaction after this, after I film my reaction. So let's see if I'm predicting he'll do a Cinderella thing where he will go up the stands and kiss him on international television or national television, because we don't care for hockey. Some of us don't even know the sport. Yeah. Or, yeah, he's gonna confess his love and then he's gonna retire. I don't know about the retirement part, but I think he's gonna finally kiss the man of his dreams in front of everybody and come out as gay. Maybe they will be encouraged too. yeah, they have a lot of things going on between these two. I'll let you know once I get my review done, but let's watch my reaction. Me watching my reaction. Okay? Let's see if I got it right.
No doubt a recognition of their sticking with him for so long.
Breathe in, babes. Breathe in, babes. Yeah, I don't think modern technology people with their cameras will just focus on one person looking at the stands. I don't think so, unless there's something juicy about that, but maybe. Go on! Go on, Cinderella! Come, Cinderella babes, with the cute abs! Come! Come! A first gay man in the hockey field! Here's the fan. He's a new rapper. You don't say, that was a horrible sentence. You don't say, what is he doing? I don't know, 3 ellipses. I forgot. I cannot pronounce that. Ellipses, and then a question mark. That does not make sense. You don't know. You cannot be like, I don't know. As a question. You don't know. It's a full stop. It's a I don't know. Hey, I don't know. What? That is not a question, babes. That's his lover. Kiss him, babes. Kiss him in front of everybody and then retire. You deserve better, babes. Advocate for what you want. If you don't want to be a closeted lover, your secret love. What can we tell somebody?
What can we tell somebody?
Now he's telling everybody. And you should be, yes, sir. Kiss him, babes. I love you. Say it. I love you. You see, I told you. Woo. It's hard to be excited at these moments when you know what's going to happen, but I'm happy for them. Why are we shocked? It's pure, beautiful love. Even if it was a heterosexual relationship, we're like, what? You won't be shocked. You do you, baby girls. Yes, hunty. Yes. Absolutely, babes. Love him, girl. Man. What? Two young and old people kissing in front of national television and confessing their loves to each other. You see it all the time with proposals in sport arenas. You just don't see it every day because it's a player and because they're gay.
I'm coming to the cottage.
Okay. Just like that. Sure, imagine. Like, that's how he decides to decide which is coming to the cottage. How long is the last episode? 51 minutes? Okay, cool, whatever. Okay, we'll watch the last episode live, like how I was watching a bit of it. Like, yeah, but maybe I'm more professional saying, I don't know. Okay, now that's the finale of episode 5. For now, let me put you up right here so we can talk properly, I guess. Okay, so this whole episode starts. Okay, so the episode starts with him, like it ended with him going to the cottage. Let's rewind that. So we're going to rewind and I'm going to tell you why he said he's going to the cottage, okay? Bear with me. You know, if you bear with me with like 4 episodes, you can bear with me with that, that's right. Anyway, so the episode 5 starts with, how does it start again? I forgot how it starts. Oh, so the episode starts with, it's not necessarily a montage, a little bit of a montage there. He breaks. Like I said, they go to the lunch and they say we can be friends. After that, and then she's like, yeah, we can be friends, right? Is that episode 4? Yeah, I had to double check. Yeah, that's what it is. They break up, but she's super chill about it, and then they end up being friends, and they actually are friends. Okay. So after that, they go to one of their hockey games, whatever it is. They're in the same team, at the same team. I don't get why they're playing for the same team, but anyway, they play for the same team for one match apparently. and then they don't, and then again they're not in the same team after a few months or a few weeks again. I don't understand it. Someone explain that to me. I don't understand. But they play for the same team. So they go to the Bahamas, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know. And they're talking. He has a new wardrobe. He's wearing a suit. He looks okay, I guess. And then they get to talking. They go to the pool and he plays with some kids. And then they do that, him going out of the pool, like, you know, I'm telling it, you know. They're strapped, right? Okay, they get to that. I don't think the roommate is too oblivious, but so far they're making him seem like he's oblivious to the whole situation, but who knows. But honestly, if someone, okay, anyway, we almost said something before I got to that point. Okay, so they go to his hotel, his hotel, and then instead of doing what they usually do, and that's what he wanted, he's like, hold on, my guy, I'm gonna sit on this chair, I'm gonna tell you something. At first he's like, I ain't crazy, right, my guy? I ain't crazy. You feel it too, ne?
Not just me, right?
Not just you, what?
You feel it too, don't you?
Feel what?
And he's like, feel in, man. Why are you talking words? You know? And he's like, what happened last time where I left you freaked out? It was like, yeah, you left, you got scared. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I freaked out. I apologize for that. I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, you can freak out and disappear after having such an intimate moment with him. Okay. But it would have been much more if he also got a little like, but anyway, I digress. I'm digressing here and I shouldn't. So they have that conversation and then he finally says, I think I might be gay.
I think I'm gay.
There's no thinking, babes. You are. You are, okay? Wendy Williams and I knew, okay?
Lucy, stop it! Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay.
Even Janet Jackson knew.
Oh, so you doing the bend?
Okay, we know. So after that, he's upset. Like, okay, so he's trying to make a joke or trying to divert it. It was like, no, but it's a huge deal to me that I'm telling someone. I was like, why don't you tell someone else? And he comes in. It's like, well, I can't tell anyone. That's why I'm coming out to you. I was like, okay, fine. He becomes less of an asshole. And that's what they describe him throughout this whole entire season as an asshole. Got irritating at some point, but here it's warranted. So he becomes an asshole. And then they talk again. He finally tells him that his father's sick and he has dementia. I clocked that. I clocked it, thank you. Anyone would have anyway. But he has dementia and he's sick and his brother's taking care of him. Yeah, that's it. That's all he says and he's sad about it. And then he cuddles him and then obviously they do the devil's tango. So yeah, he finally tells him and reveals him about parts of his life in Russia and his family. And yeah, and then he leaves the next day. They play in the same team. It's very long. They're very long scenes, very dragged out, slow paced scenes, right? Okay, so after the next day they play together. No, they don't play together as of yet, my bad. The next day, a week later or 2 weeks later, whatever the timeline it is, I'm lying, the next day or whatever it is, he gets a call. He's been dodging his brother's call for the past 2-3 weeks. He finally answers it. He gets a call. He doesn't show up for practice. He doesn't go to the next city that they're supposed to play. They travel a lot, this type of sports, ne? So they go. He finds out from one of his teammates that he has gone. He didn't play in the other team, and he gets like, how maybe he's sick. Maybe he's sick. I don't think he's sick. Maybe he's this. He's not that. And then he picks up his phone as they telling him this information, and the friend, the marriage man, is seeing him pick up his phone, but they're making it seem like he's still oblivious to this whole thing, which I don't get, because at this point you should probably know who he's texting, because you're telling he's receiving this information and he's on his phone asking is someone okay. So obviously connect the dots, babes. If I'm wrong about it, I'm wrong, but I honestly think he knows, or he sometimes has an inkling, because if the girlfriend, now best friend, knew, hello, how can you not when you spend also more time with him? And anyway, I digress. So he doesn't show up. He calls him a day later. He wears glasses. And he calls him and says, how are you? I'm fine. Yeah, my father died. So his father passed on. He said he's gonna come back the following week. And he was like, yeah, no, you need time. Relax out. I was like, yo, I don't need time. I need to run away from my grief. and then he gets him to talk. He's like, okay, as in, since Nangaya is Russian, and maybe it will help if you grieve in Russian. I was like, at first I was like, don't do it. And then he said, no, and you talk in Russian. Since I understand it, at least you're venting out your feelings. I was like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. Good. And he does that, okay? So he talks in Russian. He says all the grievances that he wanted to say about that. They use him as a cash cow.
Я за все плачу. Я слежу, чтобы у всех были нормальные вещи. Чтобы еда была на уровне.
Okay? Oh yeah, by the way, his father and brother are policemen. His brother always asks for him for money, but how is it? Whatever, he's a policeman. That's why he cannot. During that, I have to go rerun. During that conversation in the hotel as well at night, he asked him about the implications of him coming out as gay.
Bisexual man.
He's like, why? Because of family? He's like, no, because he's Russian. He's from Russia. I was like, what? He's oblivious. He's like, why can't you come out of Russia? Beach, America, pay attention, read a book, history. He cannot come out as a Russian because he's afraid he will not come back if he comes out as gay. The same thing happened with Kazakina. Not same thing, but Kazakina, the tennis player who turned her nationality allegiance to represent Australia, because now she can be free and be a fully open lesbian, but she couldn't represent Russia and couldn't represent Russia because number one, she's a lesbian, and number two, it's not really recognized in international sport. When you're Russian, you play, but yeah. So she finally went to Australia and she explained as to why now she's free to be whoever she wants, but she basically cannot return to Russia now regardless, right? Because she be gay. It's kind of like a lot of some African countries where it's illegal to be gay, like you can send to jail. Ricky, right? So yeah, I forgot to mention that. It's very important. So anyway, forward, we go back to that one. So he explains that he's like, his grievances, that they all treat him, they don't want him, they wish, not necessarily wishing that he was never born, but he feels that way, obviously, along the line that he feels that way, that he does everything, he pays for everyone, but he doesn't feel appreciated by his family and the people around him. Then he gets talking as to why him and his brother are not together, they're not close.
Мой брат, он всегда меня ненавидел. Я знаю почему. Но это убивает меня.
He doesn't actually tell us why he knows why his brother doesn't like him, but I don't know, I don't want to speculate as to why he feels like his brother hates him and he doesn't want him, but there it is. Oh yeah, he had a fight with his brother during the funeral as well, prior to this conversation with him. He finally stood up to him in a way. I'm gonna give you my apartment for your family, but the money that I'm going to give you from now on is just for your child until she's 18, and that's it. You're not going to receive any money from me, and if you do, I'm going to do terrible things to you. And he finally listens and he disappears. Okay? And then he tells the girl, that the same girl would say, I love you, but I don't love you in that way. And she knows, and she finally reveals that the Lily girl is a he, and I hope you love him and whatever. I was like, cool, okay, another person who figured it out. And then then that leads to the I skip that I go back. I don't take notes.
No shit.
I don't take notes. So yeah, that was very nice of her. But yeah, now they can love each other as best friends. So both of them have women best friends that they can vent to. So as he's venting, like I said, he doesn't know him, he does everything. And then he finally says, he also tells him that the girl, he only has her, she has her back and everything, and that she loves her, but not the way he loves him.
Я ее люблю. Не так, как я люблю тебя. Я хочу только тебя.
Oh, I was like, yes, babes, tell him. Then he says he's in love with him. And it scares him, and all he wants is to be with him.
И так сильно тебя люблю и не знаю, что с этим делать.
All in Russian, and the poor kid is just closing his eyes. I said, Google Translate. He didn't do Google Translate. Or Apple Translate, or whatever, Siri Translate. He didn't do it. Record the call, say Google, and listen to back. I don't think he did that, but anyway, it's respectful. Maybe you one day would tell him in English. But anyway, he tells them that he's in love with him, he loves him, and yeah, he just wants to be with him and stuff like that. But he's scared to do that, obviously. Hello, right? He misses his father. He's upset that he was not there to take care of his father, but at the same time, he had to pay for everything. He got everything. He was buried next to his parents and everything. But then again, no one is appreciative for that. No, a lot of people come from families like this. A lot of them. Nothing new, but it's something that we should all be grateful for, especially if you don't grow up in a family like that, that what the one successful sibling or cousin or whatever, we're gonna make money because it's, in a South Africa we call it a black tax basically, but yeah, it is what it is. So he tells that, and then he's like, I wish you'd come here, I wish you'd be here, and he says, I wish I was there as well.
Here right now.
Я бы тоже хотел.
So he's confessed his love to this person after how many years of broke bout mountaining.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Why don't you?
So he finally says that, and yeah, he ends the call there. They ends the call there, and then he's back 2 weeks later. He's playing in the same team, and then they want to meet up, and then he goes to the side of the bench, and he's like, what was that about? And it's like, no, great excuse, because it is true. And it's like, oh damn, I should have said that. But my guy, you should know by now, honestly, you should know by now. Please make sure in the final episode of season 1 that you find a reveal and you find the time, because yeah, I know that you're freaking gay, dude. Anyway, but I think there's gonna be some drama in the last episode. I have this feeling, I have this feeling. So anyway, they start the game. They're not in the same team anymore. Or then they don't play in the same team anymore. Or they're playing the same team. No, they're not playing the same team anymore. And then he gets hit because he's busy flying at his lava. And then he goes to the hospital. He's so concerned. He's like, yo, even Ratunov is concerned. Look at his concerned face.
Ilya Rozanov still on the ice, looking very concerned.
And then, stupid, along the way, he's like, hey, tell my parents I'm okay. Tell him not to what? Tell him I'm okay. It was like, ubani, ubabako, yeah, ubabako is mponel. I said, no, it falls flat. And it's like, ubani, share, like, keep your eyes open. Then that's it. One of them heard what he meant to say. But anyway, then he goes to the hospital, and he visits them and tells them, Kotiye, thank you, whatever, he didn't mean to, whatever. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's part of the sport anyway, right? If you're not paying attention, you can hit me badly. So he has a broken collarbone, and I forgot what it was. And then he invites him to the cabin in Aspen or whatever, because they're rich people. And he said, completely private, no one will know, just spend together 2 weeks, 1 week off. And he's like, because usually for the summer or the season off, he goes to Russia, but technically he has no one in Russia, right? Anymore, except for her friends. So he was like, I'll think about it, maybe. Bitch, we know you're considering it. You know you're gonna go. How? Don't be the barrier between you and your happiness. Just a teardrop away. Shrug. But yeah, he invites, then the nurse comes in, and yeah, he leaves the office, the thing, and then he's back at home. They're chatting throughout whatever, and then his team doesn't make the playoffs or whatever it is, and the old guy's team goes to it, and then yeah, it's where we ended off, with him winning the cup and then bringing his lover to the ice. I would have loved for us to get the resolution to see the resolution from him leaving his apartment and going to his father. Did he even get accepted to his scholarship? Did he get his scholarship? We don't even know. All we know now is that they are kissing, and then I love you so much. Where is the information? I would like to be involved. But anyway, So that's the episode. Now you saw the remainder of the episode. I don't like it. I liked the scene where he finally says, I'm in love with you, I love you, whatever. Great, whatever. It should have pulled on my heartstrings, guys, but it didn't. Again, because there's so much information in between that I didn't get to see. This relationship, this emotional part should have been dragged out from at least episode 2 leading up to now. But no, they decided to put these two emotional scenes packed and compact, but at the same dragged to be one long season in the last 3 episodes. And it doesn't make sense because now for me it feels rushed. So now I cannot marinate and feel some type of way for them and their relationship because you put it on me on the couch in the 4th episode, and now I'm in love with you, I love you. How are we supposed to know that he loves him? By guessing? By him being sulky when he was in a relationship? By him not sleeping with anyone else during that moment? By him being sulky and looking at every headline, using the same picture, by the way. It's the same thing. It's kind of similar with 30 Reasons Why with season 4 with Justin's dying. We don't see anything throughout the season, and then the last 2 episodes, that's when we start to see the lesions. We don't know anything about that, and he has HIV, AIDS, and pneumonia, and he's dead by the end of the episode. Hello, we had his funeral by the beginning of the last episode. He's dead. Excuse me. Hello? Really? He dead. It's the same thing here, even though they still have one more episode in the cabin situation. But hello, make it make sense to me, love babes. Make it make sense. You should have dragged. That's why I was so irritated by episode 1 and 2. It's start from there. Build up the emotionalness. Yes, get him to talk. Yes, let it be a struggle. But get there, talk about yourself also, opening up. And then when we get to the point where he doesn't want to talk to you about his family and friends, that's fine. But at least you built a little bit of the foundation of him not wanting to talk about his family until this episode when he finally tells them about his family and then his father dying. But no, we only get that between episode 4 and 5. So I don't have time to marinate. Marinate the meat a little bit. Start from there. Get him to how's your family. Yes, they did that, but it wasn't enough for me to be oh, okay, he really doesn't want to talk about it. Okay, he's really trying to make him talk. But you cannot ask about his father when you don't want to talk about the pressures of being an half Asian player in the league. Oh my goodness. But anyway, that is heated. We'll see in the last episode. That is heated rivalry. Episode 5. Okay, kids? Episode 5. That is heated. And now with the last episode, like I said in the previous episode, I'm going to watch it not necessarily live, but live, where I watch the whole episode and we'll watch it together. Okay? And then, yeah. I don't know if I'll watch it how I was relaxed here with some of the clips here or in my usual setup. I'll see. I'll decide how I feel about it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching these. I don't know how many episodes I'm gonna do because I'll film it all in one day, as you can see. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the finale of this heated, not necessarily heated rivalry. Okay, bye.